Alright. I think we're live here. Gonna do a little ripping today. Probably, I think that's probably about it. Ripping and finishing up soybean harvest. So, otherwise not a whole lot. Gonna be finishing up soybeans and all that stuff. And then we gotta finish ripping, return this ripper, and then probably be doing a lot of just had a brain fart. A lot of grain hauling if we get to that. I don't know. I'm not sure if we will get to that or not. But thank you guys for the 100 views on the last live stream. I'm not sure what it's at right now, but hold on. I just realized there's no vehicle sounds. There. Hopefully that's better. Should be working a little better now. So now the turnaround should be working. How's the combine doing? He's going, so that's good. But let me fly up here. So we finished combine in this field, and then I got this much ripping done off camera so far, and then I finished up this field, did the headlands, combined and limed this field, and then we're working on combining this field. What in the world is he doing? I don't know why he's just cutting it down the middle like that if he's got... You never know with these hired workers. I don't know what he thinks he's doing, but... Otherwise, yeah, just been pretty much grinding away on this save. A lot of just up and downs, just a lot of up and downs, I guess. So, I was thinking that we might not go for that big upgrade right away, this big Salford. And I was thinking about maybe buying something like this. Probably, or maybe something a little bigger. Because I don't really want to go that big right off the bat, because that's some pretty big equipment right away. Just to have in year 2, so. I don't know. There's a lot of options that I can pick from. I might do something like this, maybe. Or I'd like to do something. I might try this out. I'm not sure if this would be big enough. Or this might be, I think that's too big for our 4-wheel drive. That's like 100 horsepower short. What do they got for cultivators? So we really just need something to pretty much just smooth out the ground, because it's just been freshly chiseled or ripped. I think I'll just end up probably buying this for 147 grand. I mean, it seems pretty big, and you can go 12 mile an hour with it. Seems like a good tillage tool. I don't think there's really anything else. Yeah, no. Oh well. Looks like the combine's full, so we'll go dump him. Start this up. Head over there. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what he thinks he's doing, but I'm pretty sure we'll be able to fit the rest of this field in the truck and the grain cart. Might have to store a little in the combine, but it's no big deal. We can just put it in the bins once we get to the yard. But yeah, otherwise everything's rolling pretty good. Hey, High Pine Farming, how's it going? Just working on combine and soybeans here. Oh, it's been going pretty good, I guess. I was having I think I probably already told you this, but this is the map that I was having the issues with the grain cart. He was just dumping it on the ground and wasn't dumping it on the truck. Thanks. Oh, he is live? Oh. Whoops. I did not know that. He's live right now? Oh, no, I get what you're saying. Yeah, never mind. Okay. Yeah. Run this load of beans to the yard. I might paint a little dirt pathway. Yeah. It's a pretty nice grain trailer, although this semi I'm pretty sure is on console because it's Lizard. It's the Peterbilt 379, but the trailer isn't console. Got a lot of ripping to finish up tonight, hopefully. I doubt it'll finish tonight because we got a good chunk left. And then we'll start in on, I might do a little disking on some of the bean fields. I was thinking about buying this one because I don't really want to spend all that money on this big Salford and getting a bigger tractor. That would cost me a ton. I might do it next year maybe, and I'll probably end up buying this tractor since I haven't actually drove it yet. I'm not sure if I'm the only one that's noticed this, but it seems like just the newer and newer these tractors get, the wider and bigger these noses get on the tractors. I mean, that gets quite a bit bigger at the end there. And it's the same with the 715. It's pretty big, but if you go back to an older tractor like this, you see the nose isn't that big, or it's not that big of a hood. Yeah. I might buy a bigger grain trailer though, because it seems like this one doesn't really hold that much, even with a full grain cart loaded. It'll fill this, so I might buy a bigger semi, because that's going to take kind of forever when we're hauling grain. Wonder how this guy's doing. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what this guy was doing, because when I have him set up on course play, and when I set him to do it, or to resume the course, he just started cutting down the middle like this, so he was missing beans on both sides. He was missing this strip, and then this strip they just combined. So I think if he doesn't come back and get this, then I'm gonna have to get in the combine and do it myself. And it looks like he's not gonna go back and do it, so I guess I'll have to go back and go do that. I'll probably quick hop out and hop back in so the steering wheel column goes back down, because that always bugs me. I'm not sure if it bugs you very much or at all, but it always bugs me how when you unhire it from a worker, the steering wheel doesn't go down. Working out pretty good here. I think this Macdon header's been working out pretty good, I guess. I mean, I haven't really been running this combine a whole lot. I've just had the hired worker combining these beans. And then I did have the hired worker on the grain cart, but he was doing a terrible job at that, dumping beans on the ground. So. But these beans aren't too good yielding, so I've just been able to get a good amount of ripping done while the combine fills up, because these aren't the greatest beans ever. Same with the corn. I can't imagine what that's going to be like next year with all the fertilizer that I put down so far. I hope they do better, because I've put down a good chunk of lime. I still have to, I think liming wise, all I have to do is just lime this field, and then it's all tillage. So, but I've got about 2/3 of a field left here to do of ripping. So it'll definitely take a little bit longer once we get on these mile-long passes, pretty much. It's kind of neat. I know usual draper headers just have a belt, but it's kind of cool how they have a auger at the back. I guess I've never seen a bean head like that in real life, where they got the auger and the belt on there. But I'm just surprised this map has still been not very glitchy and still working okay that I've figured out so far, because I've had to delete the actual file in my mods, I think 2 times now, and I've had to re-download it and put it in my game because of the Giants update. And then today when I loaded in, it said that the map was outdated. So, but I looked on the itch.io page and it just said to delete the old file and re-downloaded it, so we got it fixed. But hopefully this map keeps working. Otherwise, I mean, I've kind of been thinking about starting a kind of a littler farm, because I feel like what I got right now is a pretty big operation. I mean, starting off with a S780 16-row corn head, 45-foot draper. I mean, it's kind of a big operation. I kind of wanted to, originally, I kind of wanted to start on the starter farm, this farm here, because you got this nice Quonset, or cold storage building. You got this little dairy shed, another shed, 2 farmhouses, and then you got these Quonset buildings, which are kind of cool. And then you start off, I think, and then I would probably buy this field, and maybe this field. I'm not sure what I would be doing for the dairy, though, because there's not a lot of hay ground other than this weird size strip. But or I could do a different farm. I mean, this one looks pretty cool. Got a, I think that's a tie stall. I think it is. It looks like one. And then you got a cold storage building here, shop, three-sided building. I mean, this wouldn't be a bad one to do. You got 2 little fields, and then I'd probably end up splitting this one up. Head over to the grain cart, get everything dumped on there. And that's it for bean harvest so far. And then I think right now, since we're in the middle of fall tillage, we'll probably just park the combine for now in the truck, and then we'll get the tractor switched over, this tractor switched over to the lime spreader, and we'll get him liming this field since we're done combining. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back here. Let's fold that in. I think I'll just have him follow me. I'll have the grain cart follow me, and then the truck follow the grain cart. Get the rest of this dumped on there. Alright, it's the last of the soybeans in there. Get this truck spun around. Start hauling everything back home. So we got 8.5 hours off of just this year's combining. It's a good amount of hours. I mean, probably half of those aren't even actually hours that I put on them. Only probably about, I've probably put about 2 hours on this from when we were combining this field. But otherwise, I had a hired worker do that cornfield, Courseplay do that field, and Courseplay do that other bean field. So, but I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with all the money that I'm gonna get from selling corn. So, but definitely glad it's done. Now we can just work on the less important stuff like fall tillage and that stuff. Finish up ripping so we can return that ripper, because that's been eating away at my cash, because it's been charging me money for the charging me money for renting it. So we'll just pull that right there for now. We'll pull this over to the bin site, dump the rest of these beans, and that'll be it for soybean harvest this year. Where to park this? You know what? We'll actually park this in the cold storage. Or we'll just leave it here for now, because we gotta work on tillage. We'll... Oh, I did not mean to unhook that right there. There we go. Fold that auger down, unhook it, hook up to this, get going on liming. Now that fall harvest is done, we're just gonna leave everything in the yard. I'll organize it when we finish ripping, if we do tonight. We might not. I'm not sure how long it's gonna take. I bet it'll take over at least an hour. So we really gotta get going. Alright, let's unroll the tarp. Open up the course play menu. One headland. course. Looks good. Start job. Hold on, we gotta turn one thing off. It's got it going so that it's buying the fertilizer. Wow. It is spreading it, so we don't want that. So that's gonna drain my money like crazy. Field lease. Save the game real quick. Alright, there we go. Finally, we can get to going on the good stuff. Probably pay the loan down. That's what we'll do with all of our money. Probably pay the two smaller ones down first, or I'm not sure how we'll pay it off, but all I know is we got $1 million that we got to pay off. So let's see. So we got 682,000 liters of corn, and then we got 263,000 liters of soybeans. So it's definitely a good chunk of change, or definitely a good chunk of crop. I keep on forgetting to take that mod out, but soybeans sell for about $3,700. Corn sells for about $1,500. So we should be making a good chunk of change. Ooh. Another thing we could do with our money is we gotta buy a sprayer yet. Ooh, I completely forgot about that. I mean, we could try it out. It's always an option. It's never not an option. I think I'll probably go with these tires because they look the most like Firestones. I do not like how much that steepens. Yikes. I think it's pretty steep right there. There we go. Looks a little better now. Wonder how this guy's doing. Looks like he's getting right about there, so he's doing okay. Better check and see if the application rate is good. Yep, looks good. It's going pretty good though, but I mean we still got a heck of a lot of tillage to do. We gotta finish all this stuff here. Then we gotta do the headlands and all that stuff. Probably spend about this stream and maybe another stream doing this. I don't know. Kind of depends on when my next stream is. If it's on a weekend, then I might do a long stream, didn't just knock out all of our tillage. But otherwise, not much else really. Not much really else to talk about, I guess. Everything's going pretty good. I'm gonna look at some semi-trailers to buy. So I want a bigger one, because this is the one that we own right now, or currently. This Dakota hopper bottom. I mean, it looks pretty good, I guess, but it's alright. Doesn't really hold what I would like it to hold. It holds 40,000 liters. I might try this Jetco. I think, I might, yeah. I'm thinking about trying out this Jetco. This holds 58,000. So definitely a good amount. Or, Get turned around here. I don't know, I'm thinking about trying out one of them, dump trailers. I think I would want a 34 foot, yep. Yep, we want the grain door. Hitch, no. Rubber flaps, aluminum 2, oh. Go with aluminum 2, mud flap decals, superior mid. Yeah, looks good. Reflectors, yes, no. I think we'll try no. I think we'll just go with the ladder. Ruffled. External post. Mid beam. I think we'll try the mid beam. Yeah, that looks good. Axle space. 3 axle, 1 left. Axle 2 left. Go with the 1 left. Holy cats, this is an expensive trailer. 113 grand? Holy. I wonder, yeah, there we go. Frame color, black. Yeah. I think I'll probably end up buying a trailer like this. This looks like a pretty good trailer. Holds 62,000 liters. Yeah, I think we'll go with that trailer. Looks like it was a good one to buy. So, depending on how quick that liming guy gets done, I might switch over and do, or I suppose, I want to get one field prepped for next year to be able to, so I could just get it right into planting and then have a hard worker do the spring tillage. Looks like he's doing good, but I think I'll probably get this field disked so we can get that done. So we can have a nice seed bed. Or no, I'll probably just leave these two fields chisel plowed because I don't want a bunch of topsoil blown away. So I'll actually disc this field first then. This weird kind of shaped field. And then I'll probably leave this one for the fall or spring. Same with this one. This one too. So I don't want all my topsoil blown away. That'd be pretty bad if that happened. I'm just looking at what they got for, or what I got in here for animal pens. Not a whole lot. Yeah. So yeah, rolling away here, getting it done. Actually, how much? 18 grand. Okay. So we'll have to haul a load of corn then to buy the trailer that we want to buy. I don't know, we should look at some, do I have anything in my mods? Like a sprayer, I wonder. Let's just go to sprayers. So we got this one, too small, don't want it, don't like it. That's a side dresser. Alright. So we could go with this 4940 for a sprayer. I'm really leaning towards this because I have not used this a ton. I like the tires. Ooh, that kind of looks. Better go with the bigger tank. I think we'll go 36 meters. That looks pretty good. $500,000 for a Rogator. Wonder how much horsepower should we get. Turn it around here. I don't know, I think there's a Hagee sprayer that I was having my mods folder somewhere. I mean, but like $500,000, holy cats. Let's see what it'd just be like to just get a pretty much maxed out sprayer. 36 meter. I mean, that looks pretty good, I guess. It's, I mean, 580 grand. That's not the thing that looks good, but. Or we could go with the cheaper case one. Which one holds more? So this goes 36 meters, 6,000 capacity. This does. Okay. This one has more horsepower. Goes faster. Weighs less. Working speed 15. Same working speed. Or what's the Haggy like? Or Hardy? My bad. 1200. Oh, I feel like that's kind of unrealistic. It does not look that good if I'm gonna be honest. Does not look very American to me. I think I have a sprayer too. Yeah, so we got the R4045. Front fill, GPS. Now for the price wise, since the price on this is broken, I mean, you wouldn't buy a sprayer this big for, I mean, 21 grand is just unrealistic. So I'd probably minus like what? Well, it depends on if we would buy it used or something like that. Like if we would buy a used one, then I'd just subtract like, I don't know, whatever we would think would be a fair price. Why do I keep on doing that? So we could get that. I'm not sure what the attachments are for it, or could go with this Haggy sprayer, which would be kind of cool. I think I ran this mod like once or twice, I think, but otherwise I haven't ran it a whole lot. Or, I mean, could go big or go home and buy a Nexat. Oh yeah. Get the 20-euro corn head. I think that's what this is. 1, 2. Yeah, 20-euro corn head. Holy. I don't even know what frickin' thing would line up with that. Huh. Man, that next ad is big. That'd be kind of cool to try out one time for a demo. I don't know, it's quite a bit of money. Oh, that looks weird. I've never seen something like that. Huh. It's definitely interesting. That's for sure. Let's get the European signage on it. Oh, these two things here. I mean, I don't know. I would be open to trying that out one year. I think that'd be pretty cool. Where's the harvester thing for it? That's the seed. This must be the... Oh, I didn't know they made a cultivator for that. Huh. So, this must be the planter. Okay. Yeah, this looks right, yeah. So, I wonder... So I think this whole back contraption connects to this, or this back contraption connects to the actual machine. And then this front part must connect to the header. 1 second, guys. I will be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry that if that took a little while. I had to go for a bathroom break. Not a whole lot going on really. Just getting it done pretty much. Yeah. It's going pretty good so far. Haven't broke anything yet, so make sure we're on our GPS line. I wonder. Okay, so that guy did finish. So we'll quick finish this pass and then I guess while I'm ripping we can have well, first of all, let me hop in this tractor. We'll bring this home, wash the spreader off, and then we will look at some tillage equipment that we could rent. Something that we could rent because we need to get working on our tillage or our disking. We need to work on getting our bean ground tilled up. So, I'll just cut through the yard here. No big deal. Now, we gotta find a pressure washer. Let me place one down real quick. There, that's good. Or actually, I'll just park the whole spreader itself. Right along there. Back it up a little. Right along there. Alright. Now the question is, what do we want to buy? Or let me turn my... Okay, yeah, the fuel is still good on this. So we gotta look for a tillage implement that is at or below 400 horsepower. So that's 8 meters at 11 mile an hour, or 10 meters at 12 mile an hour. So we're probably gonna go with this, I think. Yeah, this is looking like the best option. Could we finance it? 6 grand a month. Down payment of... I think we'll just rent it for now. Put it on my tab. So we'll hop in here and get hooked up to the brand new tillage equipment. We'll probably mess around with this for a little bit. I think this is a sick setup right here. Got the 8400R on the 2660 VT. pretty good. Slow down a little here. We'll get pulled into the field. Get it unfolded. Alright, now we gotta sit. That's not what I wanted. Huh. You must not be able to adjust that, huh? Okay. Well, I thought you could, adjust the, discs on this, but I guess not. Good to know. So we'll do a little bit of tillage with this. Looks like it's working pretty good. Able to go fairly fast. Get out and see what kind of a job it's doing. It's looking like it's doing pretty good. Even a nice good seed bed. Yeah, I say it's looking good. Looking pretty good. So we'll get a hired hand over here. Yep. Start with up downs. Alright, that looks good. We'll hop back in the other tractor. We'll get back to working on the endless job of ripping. Working out pretty good. Putting this to work, that's for sure. I wonder how many hours do we have on it. I wonder if it'll tell us. Oh, yeah, that's not real. I suppose I did buy this used. Huh. Can't believe that's getting that wore down. Huh. Probably due for a little bit of maintenance. I wonder if there's a way that I could just take the headlines off. Well, I might hire a guy to do this, and then while he's hired, we'll go clean up the yard, because I think we've done enough of the ripping. That's for sure. But otherwise it's rolling pretty good. Loving this ripper. It's working pretty good so far for us. Alright. So we'll finish this pass here, get him turned around, and then we'll see what the hard worker does. I know he won't be aligned without our pass, so let's open up the menu. Nice crap, he's gonna be set to do 3 headlands, so it's gonna be like that's annoying. was about to say, you gonna drop down? You're gonna start actually ripping or what? I might sneak that in 2 passes. No, that looks like a 3-pass job. Looks like he's going. So, time to do a little yard cleanup. It's kind of really needed anyway. First we'll spray off the lime spreader. Get this nice and washed off. We'll bring this over to the combine, then we'll wash off the corn head, combine, and the bean head. Get that all washed off. Get the combine washed off, probably service it. See how much it's going to cost us to get this thing all fixed up. Repair 8 grand. Holy cats, I'm going to be going broke. Let's repair this. Repaint. 135 grand. That is not worth it. Fix that up. Wash the draper head off. Get the grain cart washed off, and then we'll have to figure out somewheres where to put all this stuff. Alright. That's everything we need to get washed off so far. And I'm gonna check on everybody, make sure they're doing what they're supposed to. Yeah, he's leaving a pretty big gap, but I guess it is what it is. He's doing what he's supposed to. He's doing a good job. How's this guy doing? He's getting it done, I guess. Scott looks like he's gonna do this section and then he'll do this side. That's good. We'll hop in here. Unhook that. Fire it up. Hook up the corn head actually. Should be full right now. So we'll hook up to the corn head and then pull that into here. Put the auger out. No. I don't think we'll need to because we're not gonna. Okay. Alright, there's good. Don't look. I'm way too lazy for the guy to finish up liming, so we'll just put this somewheres, put it like right along there. I think that would work. There, that looks fine. Looks good enough to me. And then open these doors. Hop in the truck. Let's get this parked in here. And that should be mostly it for farm organization. Just getting everything cleaned up here. Well, at the header. Then we'll hop in the pickup truck and hook up to the bean head, and we'll probably back it in to this shed that we're putting the semi in. Get that backed up. It's kind of nice having a change of pace compared to doing tillage, because I was kind of starting to get a little bit sick of that fall, or doing that ripping, so we've been doing a bunch of that recently. But I probably won't be able to pay down the loan in time, because I gotta buy a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna have to buy a sprayer. Right there's good enough. But I'm gonna have to buy a sprayer, ripper, and some disc, because right now the two tillage implements that we're running right now, the ripper and the disc, we do not own. We're actually just renting them. Got the good old 6.7 power stroke. 6.7. Can't be that hard backing up a header, right? See if we can get this backed up. My backing up skills need a lot of work. Yikes. Oh yeah, perfect. That's perfect enough for me. Oh boy. I don't think you can tell if that's sticking out. Let me pull around and look. There's like barely. There. Yeah, looks good. So we got the farm all cleaned up now, so far. How's this guy doing? Oh, he's doing alright. That's good. Looks like he's doing what he's supposed to. He's working on that. So we're actually gonna unhire this guy. Get back to ripping. Ooh, I should buy a field trailer. I'll do that once I get turned around here. Hold on. I don't even know what I got for a fuel trailer, fuel tank wise. I think there's a different one that I wanted to try out that I was looking at. Yeah, this looks pretty sick. That chrome looks pretty sick. We'll set up. We'll go with that. See where that is. Oh, that must be the tank color. Or not. I don't know what that is, but we'll just color it black. Let's try orange. Ooh, kind of digging that. Ooh, I am really digging that. That looks good. I'll buy that. Then we'll get, hop in the truck real quick. Hook up to that and get him. Oh my god, oh my gosh. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh yeah, look at this. Hold on. See if I can get it right. Oh yeah. Now we're talking. Oh yeah. Look at this beautiful truck. Oh yeah. Alright, hold on. We better fix this now. There. It looks a little bit better anyway. This takes forever to fill up anyway. So let that fuel up, and then we'll get back to ripping. I'm not sure if I can think of anything else. Yeah, no, I can't really think of anything else I'd wanna, or I need to buy. Let me think. Yeah, no. Nothing really to buy. I mean, I gotta wait till I get some money, and then we can buy some stuff, but it's still gonna be a while till I can buy some things anyways. So. Ripping away. Probably could look at some stuff to buy. Maybe look at something to demo out next year. Maybe this year I could demo out a planner. Maybe. I don't know what I would really demo though. Tarnation. Probably have to go with something like that. I think, unless they come with duals. I'm not seeing an option for duals. Cat yellow. Yeah, no. I might try this, but it doesn't have duals, so probably not. There's a very low chance that I'm gonna try that. What other combines do we got here? We got an S7. S7 900. Modded version. Looks pretty good. Bulk carrier tarp. Ooh. Let's actually do. Oh, for the tarp. Okay. That makes sense. Does this come with duals? This doesn't even have the option for tires. Tire selection. That doesn't even have an option for tires. Or to change them. Could probably get away with a short pipe. I don't know, that's $750,000 for a combine. Holy. We're only gonna use that once a year. I'm not sure how practical that is. Oh, we could get a gold combine. Oh yeah. Be harvesting gold, wow. With gold, pretty much. Let's look at planer demos. I don't think I really have much for big planters. I think that's about it. And that. And that. What's this? I'm not even sure if this would work. But it's definitely a big planter, that's for sure. I don't know why I keep on doing that. But I don't even know how many rows this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. 34 row. Huh. Tracks. 364 grand to rent that. Fast riser. What's this? Oh my gosh. What is that, like 15 intros? I don't even know where I got that mod from. Yikes. Could run just 2 planters and just run this as our second planter. I mean, it is a pretty sick setup. What do we got for air seeders? I don't think they really have a whole lot out right now. And they got this from the Plains and Prairies. I think that's really about it. I don't think there's a whole lot much else. Guess we could look in here for a little bit. If there's anything I want to buy. Let's look at this. Probably have to go with this if we wanted to buy something to go on the Salford. Got the Big Roy. Could buy that. Oh yeah. You know, the funny thing is that in the picture of the Plains and Prairies, you see they got the biggest Ford pulling the Salford. But the biggest Ford tractor only... ooh. Those floaters are kind of cool. Anyway. I mean... that's only 470 horsepower. And this needs 600, so... you never know, really. I can't wait to try this out during planting season. I've always kind of wanted to try out a planter like that. So that'll be interesting to try out. I think the one of the parts that I really liked, that I would like to try out if I ever do a hog series, is like these GEA spreaders. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce that, but they look like pretty sick spreaders to me. I think I have some modded ones too. Let me look here. Slurry tankers. Yes, so I have these Valmental ones. Here's a little baby one. I got these Nun ones too. What's the biggest one of these that they make? I think it's this one. Holy, that is big. That is massive. Holy. It's pretty big for a slurry spreader. It holds 38,000 liters. Auto greasing system. Wonder what that does. Huh. These are kind of cool. I've seen these on like some people that post like dairy farm videos. These are kind of cool because they got like two things, but surprised how far these would spread, you know. I mean, if it says it does 18.2 meters, it's pretty wide. We're getting down to the last pass here, or the long end here. So now we're going to be on the really long passes. This is going to be like the mile-long stuff. So that's going to be a whole lot of fun. Look at this Can-Am. Mr. Moneybags is right. I mean, who puts that kind of rims on there? Jeez. Should we buy it? I mean, it's only 2,500 bucks. That would be kind of sick. I don't know, that kind of looks weird to me. I don't really like that at all. Nope. Yeah, I don't really think there's a whole lot else pretty much to look at, really. this big grain cart. Now this would be like something if we got like a 715. I mean, we technically, on paper, could run this on the 8R because it has 400 horsepower in it, and the 8R has 400 horsepower. Scale. Where's the scale at? Is this the scale? I feel like that's not the scale. Huh. I think we've been going for a while here. I think once I finish this pass, I think I'm gonna call it a stream for today. Probably just gonna keep on grinding it out on this ripping, since we're just on the mile-long passes. We're on the home stretch, so I think I'm gonna wrap it up for today, guys. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. I should be streaming tomorrow. Probably will, unless someone else is. That's kind of my rule of thumb. If there's somebody that I know that is streaming, then I usually try not to stream while they're streaming, but farm sim wise. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this live stream, and I will see you guys later. Bye for now.